BF gave me edible without consent. I went to my BF's house to WFH. I then asked for something to eat. As I was starving, he gives me a sandwich. An hour later, I feel terrible. My eyes are red and so heavy. I'm exhausted, jelly legs, nauseous, extremely dehydrated, and room is spinning. I couldn't figure it out, so I was just breathing through it. As symptoms increased, I asked jokingly if he put THC butter in my sandwich. He confirms, laughs, and says it was for relaxation. My BF knows I have been weed sober for a couple months now. I don't have anything against weed, but it's not for me, RN. Let alone edibles. Hours passed and I began to get really bad anxiety, where my hands were shaking. I took myself home where my head was between my legs and I passed out. I'm just wondering what to do. I felt scared and I haven't talked to him in 3 days. Heartbreak, heartbreak. I feel like if I talk to him he will be like, it's just weed. He said sorry and that he didn't mean to do too much. That is messed up. He drugged you without your consent, knowing you were sober. Not only this is illegal, but it is also toxic. Please leave him. Block him and never look back. That man is dangerous. As an avid pot smoker, his actions are completely unacceptable. You don't just give someone a drug without their knowledge or consent. That's wildly illegal and wrong in so many ways. You're justified in ending the relationship. He crossed so many lines without even caring. It's appalling. Keep up the no contact. This is a horrible thing to do and in no way funny. You mean your ex-boyfriend drugged you? There's nothing funny about it. And you were trying to work. He could have cost you your job. He literally committed a crime. He drugged you. Think on that. End it now. No contact. No explanation. Do not pass go. You haven't talked to him in 3 days. That's a great start. Now don't talk to him for 3 more days and 3 more after that. Repeat until forever. He drugged you against your will and then laughed about it. There is no saving this relationship. He doesn't respect you and he thinks your distress is entertaining. This man cannot be trusted. Didn't ask for your consent or drive you home. Leave him. That's beyond a red flag and you could sue him. I wouldn't consider him my boyfriend if he did something like that to me. He drugged you, which is illegal. Dump him. This is not cool at all. I'm a heavy weed user. Heavy. And I would never do that to anyone, let alone my partner. This is a no. He's a no. This relationship is a no. The entire thing is a no. He drugs your food with weed one day, and what about next time? You cannot trust this man. Period. He showed you exactly what he thinks about your boundaries, about your sobriety, and ultimately about you. Even now he probably thinks you're just a bitch who can't take a joke. Maybe next time it'll be a roofie. Or a hole in the condom. You definitely need to break up with him. That was a huge breach of trust and I just can't believe he would do that to you. What an awful man. I think you're right. He's probably going to try and act like weed is not that big of a deal, especially since you've done weed before. It sounds like you're following instincts that are 100% correct. Even if you went back and he was incredibly sorry, he should have been blowing up your phone, checking in you, trying to apologize right now. And even then I'd probably still have doubts. I'm pretty sure I heard Bill Cosby joke about relaxation with his Spanish fly stand up. Slipping another human being anything that might alter their state of mind is proof that there is little to no respect there. EXBFFTFY. I mean, he basically drugged you. Him laughing it off is worst. I personally could never be in a relationship with someone who does any type of drug. Maybe you should just take time for yourself and figure out what step you want to take next. This is absolutely not okay. I use THC for pain regulation and for recreation. My partner is a chemist in the industry. We are extremely pro 420. It is extremely fucked up to give someone drugs without their consent. If your guy doesn't immediately recognize this and throw himself at your feet for forgiveness, you should dump him immediately. Don't tolerate people who don't respect your autonomy or consent. It's not just weed. It's him drugging you. I used to smoke a lot. And I quit. Now, it only takes one puff and I turn into an entirely different person. Like, big mad. And there's no talking me down. Your body changes how it handles weed if you haven't smoked it in a long time. I'd dump him. God, I'm so sorry you had to deal with that. I'd break up with him. If he felt comfortable doing that, he may again. Don't risk your wellness. Avid stoner here. We have one rule. Don't give people weed without consent. It's plain and simple. He broke our rule. Edibles give me anxiety and cause panic attacks when I take them. I would absolutely cut contact with someone who dosed me with edible butter on purpose and I smoke weed. You can't trust him now. You'll never know from now on if the food he serves you is dosed or not. Confront him. File a police report and then dump him. If he's willing to drug you with just weed, who knows what else he's willing to slip in your drink or food next time.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Ericast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.